4 months after the July 4th flooding catastrophe in Texas, 7 of the families who lost children in the floodwaters are accusing Camp Mystic of negligence. They have filed the first lawsuits since that disaster. Part of the camp sits along a river that flooded after heavy rain. Camp Mystic says it plans to open again next summer on a part of the property that did not flood in July. Jason Allen has more on that part of the story.
The terrifying flash flood deaths of 25 girls and 2 camp counselors were due to the negligence of camp owners and were entirely preventable, according to 2 new lawsuits.
This wasn't an act of God. This was an act of pure complacency.
Back in August, Blake Bonner told Texas lawmakers that his daughter Lila paid the price for following an emergency plan at Camp Mystic that was destined to fail. The girls were among 135 people who died in flash flooding across Texas that morning.
When I think about the trauma and fear that our girls endured, it makes me physically ill.
An emergency plan to have campers stay in their cabins unless told otherwise was to conceal the dangers that the defendants knew about. It also alleges the camp chose not to spend money on basic safety measures. And after the first flash flood warnings were issued, the suit says rather than turning to the cabins, they convened the grounds crew and started securing equipment. Matthew and Wendy Childress's daughter Chloe was one of the 2 counselors who died.
And those 2 girls would have taken the 13 tiny children in their care up the hill and into safety. But because the rule was to stay in place, they stayed in place, and it cost all of those children, and Chloe and Catherine, their lives.
In response to the lawsuits, legal counsel for Camp Mystic said, "We intend to demonstrate and prove that this sudden surge of floodwaters far exceeded any previous flood in the area by several magnitudes." For CBS Mornings, Jason Allen, Dallas.